Meanwhile, bilateral cooperation between France and the UK could be at risk. The issue is a long-standing dispute between the two countries over fishing rights in the self-governing Jersey island near the coast of northwest France. France is building pressure, calling for the EU to get tougher on the UK. In the aftermath of Brexit, tensions between London and Paris have been escalating. As part of a post-Brexit access deal, Britain has refused to grant some fishing licences sought by French boats. That's left Paris furious and fishermen worried for their livelihoods. Paris says it could, in response, cut the power supply to the British Crown dependencies of the Channel Islands. European Affairs Minister for France Clément Beaune told reporters the country will not stand for this. Beaune appeared to hint at a punitive measure, suggesting France could end up snapping the energy supplies. Earlier, French Fisheries Minister Annick Girardin issued a similar threat that the fishing row could have an impact on the power supply by undersea cable from France to Jersey. The Channel Islands of Jersey and Guernsey are just off France's northwest coast, and France supplies them with electricity. They are self-governing territories, but they depend on Britain for their defence and on France for their energy.
Nous sommes au bout de la patience. Les pêcheurs le sont, légitimement, vous l'êtes, et nous le sommes. Donc on continue ce combat, un très mauvais jeu, un anti-jeu, pour le dire ainsi, britannique. Bon. Nous avons été patients, nous avons obtenu des résultats, heureusement, sur un certain nombre de zones de pêche et de licences, mais on est loin du compte.
Earlier in the week, French Prime Minister Jean Castex told Parliament that bilateral cooperation between France and Britain was at risk. He asked the EU Commission to take a tougher stance against London to ensure Britain complies with commitments under the terms of its accord on the British exit from the European Union.
La Grande-Bretagne ne respecte pas la signature qu'elle a elle-même donnée. De mois en mois, en effet, et je vous assure que mon gouvernement, et notamment la ministre de la Mer, ainsi que le secrétaire d'État en charge des affaires européennes, suit ce dossier avec toute la précaution qu'il nécessite. De mois en mois, le Royaume-Uni présente de nouvelles conditions d'exigibilité, refuse certaines données sans aucune argumentation et reporte l'octroi de licences définitives qu'il doit pouvoir délivrer.
Fishing rights for EU boats in UK waters were a stumbling block in negotiations over a post-Brexit trade accord between London and Brussels. The dispute's already flared up back in May when a flotilla of around 50 French trawlers massed in front of the Saint-Hélier harbour on Jersey. That sparked a standoff that even drew in French and British military vessels. Since then, French fishermen have applied for new access licences. They complain of unnecessary paperwork and a requirement to prove they had fished in British and Jersey waters before Brexit. That is said to be not an easy task, especially for some of these smaller boats. Britain said last week it would grant just 12 out of 47 applications for new licences for small EU boats. Jersey issued 64 full and 31 temporary licences, but refused 75 applications. French European Affairs Minister Beaune has emphasised that France's patience is running out. Beaune says, "We've negotiated calmly and nicely for 9 months now. That's enough." They, he says, that is the UK, think they can live all by themselves and lash out at Europe. The UK denies that that is what is playing out. There are some demands on other thorny post-Brexit discussions, such as migrants seeking to cross the Channel, though. Paris is furious with London over its role in the AUKUS security pact as well.